Imagine this, 5 years from now, you wake up in your dream house, your business is thriving, your investments are making money while you sleep, and you have the freedom to travel the world with the people you love. It sounds incredible, right? But here's the truth. This future won't happen unless you start designing it now. And one of the most powerful ways to do that is by writing a letter to your future self. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. And for those who don't know me, I come from a small village in Morocco called Khnifra. I grew up dreaming of bigger things, and at the age of 23, I hit my first $1 million trading stocks. I worked for Morgan Stanley and Nasdaq, and I have been managing portfolios of multi-millionaires and billionaires since then, besides my venture capital business. To reach here, I've always done this exercise many times, and every single time, it has shaped my decisions, my habits, and my entire path to success. Your words today will set the direction for where you end up tomorrow. So in this video, I'm going to share 7 things you need to write to your future self if you want to become a millionaire, building a thriving business, and live a life of absolute freedom. 1 is describe your future life in detail. The first thing you need to write is a vivid, detailed description of the life you want to live. What does your perfect day look like? What car are you driving? Where do you live? How does it feel to wake up in your dream home? When I was younger and still living in Morocco, I wrote down everything. I wanted to become a trader on Wall Street. I wanted a penthouse with a city view, and I wanted to travel the world while making money. Fast forward to today, everything I wrote down became my reality. Your brain needs a destination to work toward. If you're vague, you will get vague results. So you have to be specific. If you want to make $1 million a year, write it down. If you want to have a business with 100 employees, you have to write it down. Because once you see it clearly, your mind will start looking for ways to make it happen. 2, the skills you need to learn. Success isn't about luck, it's actually about skills. In your letter, you have to write down the key skills you need to master to reach your goals. For example, if you want to be a millionaire, you need to learn how to sell. You need to master investing. You need to understand how to manage money, for example. So if you want to build a business, you also need to learn leadership. You need to understand marketing, and you need to become good at negotiating deals. So look at anyone who has the life you want. They didn't get there by accident. They built the skills that made their success that you see today. So ask yourself, what do I need to get better at? And you have to write it down. 3rd is how you will handle failure. Here is the hard truth. You will always fail. You will lose money. You will make bad decisions. You will trust the wrong people. It's just part of the game. But the difference between winners and losers is how they respond to failure. So in your letter, you have to write a message to your future self about how you're going to handle setbacks. For me, I've lost money in bad investments. I've had business partners betray me. I have had moments where everything felt like was just falling apart. But in every moment, I reminded myself, this is not just the end. This is a lesson. Your future self needs to hear this, so you have to write it down. What will you tell yourself when things go wrong? How will you stay focused when you feel like giving up? What will you do to turn failure into fuel? The people who win in life are the ones who refuse to quit. The 4th one is your non-negotiable habits. Success is built on daily habits, not just big goals. So think of it like the gym. You don't get fit by working once a year. You actually get fit by showing up every day. So in your letter, write down the non-negotiable habits your future successful self must follow. For me, these are some of my habits. Reading every day because knowledge is leverage. Investing consistently because wealth is built over time. Waking up early because discipline creates opportunity. Tracking my progress because what you measure, you improve, right? If you don't define your habits, the world will define them for you. And trust me, the world is full of distractions. So decide what's your non-negotiables and write it down. 5th is the people you want around you. Your success is directly connected to the people in your life. So in your letter, write down the type of people you want around you. Do you want to be surrounded by mentors who challenge you to grow, investors who help you scale your business, friends who inspire you instead of dragging you down? I've seen so many talented people fail, not because they weren't smart, but because they surrounded themselves with the wrong people. And so write this down for your future self. I will not waste my time with negative, small-minded people. I will build a circle that pushes me to the highest potential. Because if you're surrounded by winners, you will become one too. Sixth is your financial goals and plan. If you don't have a financial plan, you are just hoping to get rich. So write down how much money you want to make, how much you will invest, how you will grow your wealth. For me, I've always had a specific number. I didn't just say I want to become rich. I always said I want to make $1 million a year, invest 50% of it, and build the passive income streams all together. That level of clarity is what turns dreams into reality. So write it down, set that target, then create the roadmap to get there. Finally, and the most powerful part is write a personal message to your future self. Tell yourself why you started this journey. What are you willing to do to make it happen? How proud are you of the person you're becoming? Success is actually a long game. There will be days when you doubt yourself, when you feel lost, when you wonder if all the work is even worth it, right? Your future self needs a reminder from you, a message that says, you've come too far to quit now. Keep going. The future you've dreamed of is waiting. This isn't just a motivational exercise, it's a strategy. I've done this before and I promise you it works. So take 10 minutes today to write your letter and start building the life you actually want. If this video gave you value, please hit that like button and drop a comment below. What's the one thing you would write to your future self? And if you're serious about leveling up, subscribe to the channel for new videos every Sunday. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.